Hey guys, we're going to get into Star Trek The Next Generation Season 4, Episodes 15 and 16 in this video. If you are new to the channel, my name is Courtney. Welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, my friend. I have been enjoying Season 4 a lot, and I'm sure that the rest of it is not going to disappoint me, although I have been known to speak too soon in my videos. So let's just see what Episode 15 has in store for me, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Dr. Ness.
Code blue here. Call Dr. Barrel.
Station 12.
Ooh, not the code blue.
All right, careful. Readings? They're fluctuating, sir.
He took a severe blow. Possible trauma to the telencephalon.
Oh, what group of folks are you?
There it is, up here.
In his digestive tract?
I think that's something. Look at this.
What is that, a human foot? Oh, he's wearing a disguise.
What are you?
Is that Riker?
What happened?
You're in the crisis room of the Sikla Medical Facility.
Can you tell us your name?
Rivas Jakara.
Okay.
I can't stay here. I have to
You're
get
in no condition to leave. Your cranial lobes, for instance, they seem to be surgical implants.
Yeah?
to correct a genetic birth defect.
Another birth defect?
Yes. Isn't that something?
You want us to believe that all your abnormalities are inherited genetic traits?
Yeah, because there's a lot of them.
My personal physician is much more familiar with these genetic irregularities.
What's her name?
Crusher. I'm not sure you'll be able to reach her.
Why not?
She's taking a sabbatical.
I have so many questions.
We found this curious-looking device in your clothes.
I was taking it home as a present for a neighbor's child. Was there anything else found? I had one piece of jewelry, a metal pin.
Your communicator.
Genetic irregularities. That thing isn't even the same species as we are.
Keep your voice down.
That thing. He is fed up.
They have attracted creatures from outer space.
That's exactly the kind of thing I don't want to hear. Why did he have to end up here?
I think we ought to call Central Security.
Well, I'm not calling anybody yet, not till we've done a lot more.
They could be everywhere.
I want security on his door 29 hours a day, and I want this kept quiet.
29 hours. Whew. Be careful with that.
At 12.4 after launch, the warp field generator will be activated. If we're successful, the craft will leave our star system, and in a matter of minutes will be on its way to the Garth system. We have the prototype designed for the warp engine. It would simply be a matter of building the actual production units.
So are they finally going to accomplish spaceflight? Is that what this is?
Your opponents will see this as another example of your determination to pull us further from our traditional ways. All these new ideas, new technology, and now space travel.
Okay. Wow, they're just getting the ball rolling then.
I will not allow them to remain in the Dark Ages. The warp program will proceed as you have outlined, Marasta.
Just like she wanted.
And then we will slow down, Krola, to let everyone catch their breath.
All right, someone's about to show up. Hey, y'all.
We've come with some very important information.
About what?
About space.
Captain Picard is from a planet called Earth. I'm from another planet called Beta Z.
I'm sure she'll believe you. At least I hope.
When a society reaches your level of technology, we feel the time is right for first contact. We
Ah,
prefer a meeting like this, rather than a random confrontation in deep space.
that makes a lot of sense.
Scientists generally accept our arrival more easily than others.
Oh, absolutely.
We hope that you will help us to facilitate our introduction.
Is this a joke?
No.
Did Lupo and the others from the lab put you up to this?
Oh, honey, no one takes you seriously, huh?
With your permission, I'm prepared to prove it to you.
Come on, I know you're curious.
I would like that.
3 to beam up.
I can only imagine getting an opportunity to do something like this.
It's everything I ever dreamed of.
Dreams do come true.
My parents would take me to the planetarium, and it was as if I was on a spaceship. Part of me keeps waiting for the lights to come up and the program to end. How did you know about me?
That's a good question.
We learn as much as possible about a planet before we make first contact.
I hate to think how you would judge us based on our popular music and entertainment.
Oh, man.
We also do surface reconnaissance.
Like Riker. Well, Riker wasn't there for years, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
Superficially identical to yourselves and therefore able to blend naturally into your society.
You don't have to explain. I understand. Although not everybody on my planet would.
Which is why they're talking to the scientist.
There is a difficulty here. One of our people is missing. My first officer, Commander William Riker.
He was under the name Rivas Jakara.
We must find him before someone realizes what he really is.
Oh, we're already halfway there.
Our ideology is based on the assumption that the Melkorian is a supreme life form.
Oh.
And our world is the center of the universe.
Well, baby.
And some will not want it to change.
She took the words right out of my mouth.
What about Durkin?
I strongly suggest that you do not discuss your surveillance teams with him. At least, not right away.
Yeah.
But with the disappearance of Commander Riker, wouldn't it be prudent?
Captain Picard, I must ask you to trust me.
She knows her people better than you do.
Durkin will assign Krola, our Minister of Security, to find him. But Krola has his own political agenda.
And take matters into his own hands. Tread carefully, friends.
It doesn't make sense that he's the only one. Think about it.
I thought I said this was to be kept a secret.
You know Nilram.
He's a big mouth.
I don't know what else he is, but he is still a patient in this medical facility.
You're not going to be able to contain this much longer. People get scared enough, anything could happen.
She's right about that. We talked about fear in the last episode? Yes, the last episode. No, the episode before that one, episode 13.
We have been unable to confirm anything you told us. No physician named Crusher is on file. There's a growing number of people on the other side of that door who believe that you are not one of us, Mr. Jakar.
Yeah, I mean, you are correct.
That you are from another planet.
And you realize what you're saying.
I know how it sounds. I'm not anxious to make a fool of myself.
Oh, it's the clipboard. I was like, what did he just pick up?
Our medical journals have documented several cases of genetic mutation in recent history.
But nothing like you.
But you, Mr. Jakara, are hiding something.
All he needs is his communicator.
Mr. Yale of the Space Bureau would like to introduce you to someone.
Call her back. See if the Vice Chancellor will do.
Let them in.
All right. Send them in.
Chancellor, I think you might want to clear your afternoon schedule for this.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of time.
Chancellor.
Commander Data is my second officer.
It's an android, Chancellor. A constructed being.
A machine?
Yes, in a way.
Is there someplace we might speak together without distraction? Not a word to anyone about this, Marasta.
Of course.
She'll keep her mouth shut. I hope. She seems to be trustworthy.
He has not returned to our designated transport coordinates. We have continued to scan the capital city without success.
I hope she's not in on Riker's disappearance.
I've been saving this for a special occasion. My brother on Earth produces a fruit, which he turns into wine.
The wine is back.
To our new friendship.
We have something very much like this on Melkor 3.
I think we shall find we have much in common.
And much that is not in common.
Most likely both, yeah.
My world's history has recorded that conquerors often arrived with the words, "We are your friends."
I understand where his mindset is at.
But how we proceed is entirely up to you.
And if my wishes should conflict with yours?
There'll be no conflict.
Yep, we'll respect it. But we want to give you the opportunity.
I can assure you, we will not interfere in the natural development of your planet. That is, in fact, our prime directive.
Which can be a little shaky sometimes.
To instantly transform a society with technology would be harmful, and it would be destructive.
I'm quite overwhelmed.
No one blames you. I would be too.
I go home each night to a loving wife, 2 beautiful daughters, and they always ask me if I've had a good day.
And how will you answer them tonight, Chancellor?
That's what I was wondering.
This morning, I was the leader of the universe as I know it. This afternoon. I'm only a voice in a chorus.
Because you thought y'all were the center of the universe.
But I think it was a good day.
All right, that's something. Oh, sugar.
There are guards out there. You'll never escape that way.
She's light on her feet.
I'm not afraid of you. We shouldn't fear the unknown. We should embrace it.
All right, back up a little bit.
No, I'm not an alien.
I don't believe you. You are an alien.
I really have to leave.
I could divert the guards' attention. You might stand a chance if you took the service exit down the hallway to the right.
Why are you doing all this?
Fine, let's do it.
Why should I?
Yeah, what's in it for you?
I don't belong here. I have to get back on my ship. In space.
I believe you.
Good. Now let's go.
Will you help me?
If you make love to me.
Wait, what?
I've always wanted to make love with an alien.
Oh dear, not the fetish.
Oh, it's not so much to ask. And then I'll help you escape. I can't wait to learn.
She is so serious.
It's your only way out of here.
Riker, don't do it,
My
please.
alien.
Riker! Oh no. Oh, it happened.
Something's happened to him. I think he's dead. Go on, get some help. No. That way.
Well, how about you lead?
Will I ever see you again?
No. You shall not.
I'll call you the next time I pass through your star system.
Must have been good. Oh no.
Somebody stop him! Hold it! Grab him!
Oh! Oh, come on. Oh, it's too many of them.
Stop it! All of you, stop it now! Have you all lost your minds?
He's bleeding internally.
Get him into a surgical cubicle and call Central Security. This has gone too far.
Oh, darn, the way they snatched him.
Their leader, Picard, has made it clear that how we proceed is entirely our own decision.
Cannot possibly be suggesting surrender, Chancellor.
Nobody is surrendering.
If they chose to be hostile, I do not think we would be standing here now.
There are still many people who value our traditional way of life, and I, for one, am willing to die to defend it. You would ignore them as they infiltrate and spy on us. We have captured one of their spies.
This might ruin everything.
He is Captain Picard's first officer, Commander Riker.
What else do you know, Marasta?
Everything.
They have been on our planet, observing for several years.
Imagine what they have done.
No. You need to listen to the whole explanation.
Where is this Commander Riker now?
He's in the Sickler Medical Facility. He suffered head injuries in an escape attempt.
I hate that this happened to him.
Will he survive?
I didn't think he would have survived the injuries.
I have to interrogate him before he dies.
Oh my gosh.
At least give him time to regain some strength. Come back tomorrow.
Cannot wait until tomorrow.
Cruella, we can get help from his ship.
Right. Beam him up to sickbay.
Use your drugs to revive him.
Those drugs increase cardial rate and vascular pressure. That's the last thing we need to do to him right now.
They should have given her a communicator. Actually, why didn't they do that?
I don't care if the Chancellor himself calls down here. I have sworn an oath to do no harm, and I will not.
There you go. I love it.
Then I'll find someone to replace you.
Ooh, you work my nerves.
You speak of trust and peace, and working together to enter a new era. You conduct secret surveillance posing as Malkorians.
He'll explain.
Commander Riker,
Commander Riker.
it was my error, not hers. There is no starship mission more dangerous than that of first contact. We never know what we will face when we open the door on a new world. What exactly the dangers will be.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
But it would seem that full disclosure after contact would have been in order.
In time, there would have been full disclosure.
Exactly.
We could see that even surveillance might be interpreted as an act of aggression.
Yeah.
It was a mistake.
A mistake I might have made in your place.
Okay. Insightful.
That you make mistakes, like any man.
Chancellor, I have made some fine ones in my time.
Haven't we all?
Will you release my officer?
We'll talk again later, Captain.
Enterprise, one to beam up.
I wonder if he's testing him to see if they'll attack.
I have been relieved of my duties, as I'm sure you already know.
Revive him.
This is so wrong.
You are Riker, an alien. Yes, we know.
Yes, please get help.
Chancellor, we must release Riker to Picard.
I can't afford to be the idealist you are, Marasta.
You're the Chancellor.
Are you prepared for him to die, Chancellor? Without medical aid from his ship, I believe that Riker will not survive the day.
You want that blood on your hands?
You have lied since the moment of your capture, and I believe you are lying now, Commander.
See?
No, we're here on a mission of peace.
He's not going to believe anything.
Why do peaceful people develop such lethal weapons?
Self-defense.
Is only used for defense.
For however you would describe your intentions, you still represent the end to my way of life.
This is not gonna go well.
I must force him down another path.
What the world? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
A peaceful accord will no longer be an option.
Sir. Do not.
For my people. He shot him. The alien shot Krolla.
No, he did not.
And the circulation pattern. It's very weak.
Yeah, it was set on stun.
He shot him.
With that thing.
Commander Riker is near death.
But there's still some brain activity. I need to get him back to the ship. And there's a Marconian male with a phaser wound in his upper chest. I need to get him back as well.
Good, I'm glad he gave his permission. He's gonna be so surprised. Why am I not dead?
They're both going to be okay.
Krolla?
He was never in any real danger. The phaser was on stun.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the angle of impact, it suggests that Krolla's left hand was on the phaser when it went off. Commander Riker was in no position to offer any kind of struggle, Chancellor.
Exactly.
Krolla was trying to be a martyr.
Yeah. Surprise.
Where is this?
You are aboard the starship, my foolish old friend.
Very foolish.
You must not pursue relations with them.
He hasn't changed one bit.
I know.
But Chancellor...
Marasta, it goes against every instinct of my being.
Well, how about we come back in 50 years and see how y'all feel?
But when we encounter other beings in space, our people must be ready.
The warp program will have to be delayed.
I knew he was going to do that.
You once said if I asked you to leave, you would do so without hesitation.
That is
I'm afraid I
true.
must ask you to do just that. We shall have to give up this self-importance, this conceit that we are the center of the universe.
I know that's right.
Stories will be told for many years, I have no doubt. The alien who was held prisoner in the medical facility. Some of the witnesses will tell their tales, and most of the people will laugh at them. It will pass.
For some, but not for all.
I have one last request.
Take me with you.
Take me with you.
She will be unhappy with the restrictions I must place upon her at home.
You darn tootin'.
We may not be back here in your lifetime.
I have been prepared for the realities of space travel since I was 9 years old and sitting in a planetarium.
I say do it.
Assign quarters to Minister Yale. She will be remaining on board.
Oh, I know her inner child is jumping for joy.
Until we return, then.
With luck, we'll both be around to renew our friendship, Captain.
I like how this one ended. I very much enjoyed this episode for a number of reasons. One of the reasons is because we already know about the first contact. We already know how they put people in place to observe and learn more, and then eventually we'll have representatives come in and chit chat and try and figure out, do y'all want to be part of the Federation? Do y'all want to, go out in space and do what we do? That kind of stuff. Obviously, we've already been spoon-fed this concept, and we've seen it happen in other episodes on complete accident. And it's interesting with this episode because technically, if Riker hadn't been, well, he wasn't kidnapped, but if he hadn't wound up in the hospital, I mean, sure, they still probably would have been leery of everything. I'm not saying there would have been a different ending, but obviously the timing on this one, it's just like, especially with Riker winding up in the hospital, because Captain Picard and Deanna, they were like, hi. We're from Earth. Well, Picard's from Earth. Deanna's from Beta Z. But it's like, yeah, y'all are really doing the thing. We've had people here for several years. Let's figure out what we're going to do. But of course, this is a particular planet of folks who are very leery. And you saw it in the beginning when they were trying to figure out what kind of a creature Riker is, and the way they were gossiping, and some of them were like, oh my gosh, there's aliens, they're going to take over, this isn't good, we need to be careful. Yeah, the foreshadowing was there that they wouldn't be ready. Obviously, I was being very optimistic, I was being very hopeful, but I'm very happy that the episode ended the way that it did. I feel like it ended in a more realistic way, especially with this particular planet. And the Chancellor, I mean, he was being very honest and very real. Like, maybe one day we'll be ready, but just not now. I mean, look what happened with Krolla. He thought he was going to unalive himself, but no, it was set on stun. Well, actually, did he change it to stun real fast? This was so good, especially when Krolla, he was conscious in sickbay, and he was still fearful, even though there's this proof and they even helped you. I mean, you thought you unalived yourself, but he was still like, don't do it. Do not do it. And we saw that fear in a lot of people in this episode. So it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, you really want folks to advance and I don't want to say catch up with the times, because we've been to planets where folks are still using bows and arrows and still, I mean, people still live off the land. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, the technological advances aren't there yet. I don't know. One day, I believe one day they will, I don't want to say get themselves together, but be more accepting. And I'm so happy that she gets to go and, like I said, heal her inner child. Because honestly, you never know when you're going to see them again. So why not? And the Chancellor, he was perfectly fine with it. He wasn't trying to stop her or anything. He was understanding. I really, really enjoyed this one. This was fun. All right, friends, we're going to hop into episode 16, and I hope that you guys enjoy.
We're approaching Starbase 313, where we will pick up a shipment of scientific equipment. During the journey, we will be hosting a special guest.
I wonder who the guest is.
You wanted to see me, Captain?
Someone is coming on board just to see the engine modifications you've made.
Ooh, fun.
The Theoretical Propulsion Group, Dr. Leah Brahms.
Leah? She was responsible for a lot of the engine design on the Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be transporting on board as soon as we reach the starbase. Would you like to greet her on our behalf?
Yes, he would.
Thank you.
The look on his face, he's like, okay. Trying to spruce yourself up?
It's not every day a man comes face to face with his dream. Okay, you remember about a year ago when we were caught in that booby trap that Menthar set?
Oh yes, I remember.
I went down to the holodeck to study an engine prototype that was made when the Enterprise was first designed, but it also created this hologram of the designer. We worked as one. I would start a sentence, she'd finish it.
But that doesn't mean the real Leah Brahms is gonna be like that.
The computer was able to incorporate personality traits from her Starfleet record.
But there was a percentage that wasn't, I can't remember what percentage it was, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. She wasn't 100%.
Leah Brahms and I are gonna be good friends.
I don't know.
Welcome aboard, Dr. Brahms. I'm Lieutenant Commander Geordie LaForge.
So you're the one who's fouled up my engine designs.
Ooh, this is gonna be a little bit rough.
The magnetic plasma transfer to the warp field generators doesn't correspond to the recommended specs.
Things happen a little differently in space than they do on the drawing board.
Oh, man.
There's theory and there's application. They don't always jive.
You've charted a completely new swap-out schedule for main components replacement.
You bet.
She's not pleased.
I simply determined my own schedule based on observation and experience.
That same tired rhetoric? Out here in the field, we learn things you designers couldn't possibly understand.
Oh, dear.
Dr. Brahms, you have an incoming message on subspace.
I'd like to hear this message privately.
Ooh-wee. She's something else.
I am picking up some unusual readings in the Alpha Omicron system. I recommend we take this opportunity for further research.
I mean, we are explorers.
Alter course for Alpha Omicron.
Hey, girl, hey. What now?
Why don't I take you on a little tour, show you the adjustments I've made, why I think they work? Okay.
The anomaly is orbiting the 7th planet, sir.
Oh, is this going to be an opportunity for her to see how his adjustments are, I don't want to say better, but...
Is it a ship?
Sorry, I got distracted by the floating ship.
What happened here?
Oh, no.
You remember, the crystal's been reoriented to adjust the direction of the lattice structure.
Remember? Why would I remember?
Yeah, remember that was a hologram.
The ship was experiencing some difficulty, and we made this adjustment hoping that it would work, and it did.
I wonder if he's going to tell her. I hope she's not too creeped out.
This modification was due to be introduced
in the next class starship.
How did you know that?
I didn't. Sometimes we have to fly by the seat of our pants out here, so it stands to reason that once in a while we're going to come up with the same solutions you do.
She doesn't believe you.
So why don't we get together later? Sort of plan out our agenda for the next day or two? Maybe even get to know each other a little bit. It might make this easier. I make a great fungili.
I love fungili.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Huh.
She knows something's up. It looks like a floating pastry of some sort.
A naturally occurring phenomenon with biological properties.
A life form?
Yes, Captain.
Like, what was the name of it? Tin Man?
Standard observational posture.
Level 5 probe sequence ready for launch, Commander.
Oh, Deanna's about to feel something.
What would it be like, Counselor? Just to live between the stars. Have the entire galaxy as a home.
I would imagine it would be a little lonely.
We are being probed.
If you're curious about it, it has a perfect right to be curious about us.
This is true.
The life form has increased its energy output by 50%.
It is moving toward us.
Reverse course, Ensign.
Yep, back it up.
I don't want to alarm or provoke it.
Oh no, it's alarmed.
We are caught in an energy damping field, sir.
Ray shields.
No effect, Captain.
Miss LaForge, prepare to initiate warp drive.
Sorry, Captain, there's too much interference to form a warp field.
Warning. Radiation levels.
Oh, not the radiation.
Radiation levels at 300 millirads per minute and rising. Lethal exposure in 1 minute.
Ooh, that was quick.
Minimum power.
Ready.
Fire.
Oh. And this is what we didn't want to happen.
Radiation levels dropping back to normal, Captain. The radiation signature is no longer stable. Energy output is negligible, sir.
Oh, did they kill it?
Radiation patterns no longer coherent.
Oh.
I believe it is dead, sir.
Well, that just made me really sad.
We're out here to explore.
Mm-hmm.
To make contact with other life forms.
And we killed it.
And yet, look at what we have just done.
We didn't know it was going to be that sensitive.
Sensors are picking up a new energy reading from the life form. There is a new concentration of ionizing radiation growing in the center of its body.
So it's still alive? Oh, we finally get to see his quarters.
Oh, right there. Perfect. Maybe a little soft jazz. No, that's not right. Let me think.
It's not? It would have been fine for me.
A piano at 2. That's too corny.
I would have liked it. Maybe it's just my musical brain.
Give me some guitar. Classical guitar. Yes. Thank you.
That works as well.
Come on in.
Oh, you've changed.
He's in his quarters.
You're less formal than any Starfleet officer I've ever met, Commander.
Your hair. It's, it's different than I expected.
Geordi?
Why would you need to see my personnel files?
Standard procedure when guests come on board. Protocol.
If I seem to be somewhat unyielding, I care so very much about my work.
I mean, that is understandable.
To be honest, people find me cold, lacking in humor.
I've heard that before. I've received comments about that sometimes.
When it comes to my designs, my engines,
it's like they're your children.
Yes, you understand that.
He does.
Sometimes I feel more comfortable with engine schematics than people.
Maybe you just haven't met the right people.
Yeah, someone on your wavelength.
I'm sorry. I hope that I didn't put you to a lot of trouble, but I can't stay. I'm preparing a list of discrepancies that I've identified in your modifications.
I'm sure you did. Geordi can't catch a break.
Could this be some sort of tissue regeneration?
Ooh, was it pregnant?
No wonder it attacked us. It was about to give birth.
Aha! And to think, all we had to do was keep a better distance, and we could have witnessed the birth. I mean, I'm sure we still will.
I'd say that the offspring is still premature.
Oh.
Otherwise, it would be able to break through the outer body shell of the parent.
Will this creature be able to survive on its own without the parent?
There's no way to tell.
Yeah, we have no idea.
If we were in sick bay, I'd try a cesarean section.
We could use our phasers as a scalpel.
That might work.
Oh, Worf is like, no.
We do not know how the offspring will react.
We are directly responsible for the death of the parent.
We are.
Doctor, we will proceed at your discretion.
The first thing I'd like to do is inspect the power transfer conduits. I designed them, Commander. I know what's involved.
She knows what to do.
The acoustic signature doesn't sound right.
Probably the only other person in the galaxy who could pick that up.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Puts the plasma back into phase after inertial distortion.
This has never been done before.
Well, surprise.
You should write a scientific paper.
Dr. Noob.
But this kind of refinement should be shared.
Writing is one of your strong points.
She knows something's up.
There seems to be something a little peculiar about your attitude.
It's as if you already know me.
You seem to know things about me, even though we've never met.
Well,
Tell the truth.
to tell you the truth, I've studied you. Your writings, your Starfleet file.
That's not the full truth.
Well, I really wanted to meet you for a long time. I'd like to think that we could become friends.
That's still not the full truth.
I thought you knew. I mean, you know everything else about me. Then you should know that I'm married.
What? At first I was thinking engaged, but no, married.
All right. Here we go.
I never thought I would see a C-section on an alien being in this show.
I think it needs a little more help.
I don't want to risk hitting the offspring by accident.
Right. Oh. Wiggle, little one, you got it. Oh.
Captain, I'd like to announce the birth of a large baby something.
Tilapia. Space tilapia.
It was based on every piece of information on record about Leah Brown. Okay, with an admitted margin for error, but
That was what I was trying to say earlier. A margin of error.
to top it all off, she's married.
Yeah.
The computer never even told me she was married.
Did you ask?
Maybe it was your old visor. Well, the one you wore when you were on the holodeck with her.
She's trying to say something else.
Well, I figured it was probably the one that lets you see what you want to see.
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
You wanted her to be single.
But when it came to the relationship before, you
filled in the blanks.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a perfectly wonderful, marvelous little fantasy until the real Leia showed up and ruined it.
Yeah.
Now, she's probably done the most horrific thing one person can do to another. Not live up to your expectations.
She needs to be the ship's counselor.
See her for who she is, not for what you want her to be.
Oh, I love these scenes.
The life form's patterns are stable, Captain.
Ensign, set a course for the Guernica system.
We're not staying?
No, number one. We've done all we can to help.
Poor baby.
It might be wise to put some distance between us before we initiate warp drive.
Yeah. Oh, poor baby, all alone in space. Oh.
Captain, it is following us.
Oh, it thinks the Enterprise is its mother.
It is matching our velocity.
It's imprinted on us.
Yep.
It thinks the Enterprise is its mother.
Mm-hmm.
Change in energy.
Its velocity is increasing.
How's it moving so fast?
Evasive maneuvers, full.
Minor damage.
Maybe it's hungry and trying to latch on.
Mr. Deacon.
Wait, this isn't funny, but it's funny.
So the life form is draining energy directly from the fusion reactors.
Oh, wow.
It's feeding off the energy of the Enterprise as it would from its mother.
Oh my goodness, I am really calling it today. Well, I guess we're parents.
How long before the power drain becomes critical, Miss LaForge?
Continues to increase at the same rate, 6, maybe 7 hours. By then, Junior may not need us anymore.
Not Junior.
Is there any way to determine what the destination of the parent might have been? We might be able to deliver it to the same destination.
I think that is a great idea.
It's almost completely covering the door of Shuttle Bay 2.
The pressure from inside the ship might push it away from the hull.
Let's do it.
Is the appellation Junior to be the life form's official name?
No, it is not.
Oh, Data.
Do you have a file on all the work you've done?
Mm-hmm. It's in the computer.
Good.
Regard LaForge.
Oh dear. I wonder if she's going to find evidence of the hologram program.
Would there be any other files with data on the original engine specifications?
I believe so, Doctor.
This file utilizes the prototype engine schematic.
It's a holographic program.
I'll run it on holodeck 3.
Oh, here we go.
Program loaded and ready.
She went where?
Holodeck 3, sir.
I'm with you every day, Geordi. Every time you look at this engine, you're looking at me. Every time you touch it, it's me.
Now she knows.
I have been invaded, violated. How dare you use me like this? How far did it go, anyway?
She's got the wrong idea.
It was a professional collaboration.
Every time you're touching the engine, you're touching me, real professional.
I've shown you courtesy and respect and a hell of a lot of patience. Oh, no, wait a minute.
Oh, there you go, Geordi.
And in return, you accused, tried, and convicted me without even bothering to hear my side of it? I'm guilty, okay? But not of what you think.
Exactly.
I'm guilty of hoping we could connect. I'm guilty of a terrible crime, Doctor. I offered you friendship.
Maybe this will give her a slight attitude adjustment.
I've completed the analysis of the parent's course through the system.
It was headed for an asteroid belt.
Hold a position 500 kilometers from the periphery of the asteroid field.
It is likely the asteroids provide sustenance for this life form, sir.
Okay, well, that's
We
good.
could leave the child here if Data's right. It would have an ample supply of food.
Wow. Yeah, it's really right there. Ooh. It's probably like, Mommy, why?
The offspring is emitting high-frequency radio transmissions.
Wow.
I am detecting other radio transmissions, Captain.
Oh.
The entities will intercept us in 10 minutes, 31 seconds.
Please don't attack. Just get the baby.
Whenever we try, Junior responds by sucking up more energy.
Commander, I have a thought, if you're interested.
Just say what you want to say.
If the baby is nursing, perhaps what we need is to find a way to sour the milk. If we could contaminate the energy he's feeding on, we could try to
Make it unpalatable somehow.
Yeah, but nothing to accidentally kill it.
This is a space baby, right?
Yeah.
All matter in space vibrates in a specific radiation band.
If we could alter the power frequency,
It might just give us enough to pour a little vinegar in baby's milk. If we're gradual enough, it won't be such a shock. Hopefully, it'll just lose interest.
Okay, that's smart.
Captain, Dr. Brahms and I have a plan.
2 minutes until the creature's intercept, Captain.
All right, start souring the milk.
Lowering wavelength in the energy system now.
Now at the 2-centimeter level.
I detect no reduction in the life form's rate of energy consumption.
It'll happen.
Take it down further.
Reading 1.
-10. I don't know.
0.2.
Oh, that did it.
The life form is emitting its high-frequency transmission. Energy consumption is rising.
Oh no.
The creatures are accelerating their approach.
Leah, nudge it down even further toward 0.02.
0.3. Now at 0.02 centimeters.
Come on, little one, get off. Oh, good.
The entity has disengaged, sir.
Oh.
Mr. Forge? Dr. Brahms, congratulations. You weaned the baby.
Good work.
You too.
See, y'all can get along.
The computer never told you that I was married.
I never asked. And the computer is notorious for not volunteering information.
She is very notorious for that.
I should have told you straight out.
Well, if you had, then I never would have had a chance to see the look on your face when you walked in on me. And me.
At least they can have a good laugh about it.
I guess I came here with my own set of preconceptions about you.
Well, I guess I'm just glad that I got the opportunity to get to know you. The real you.
Oh.
There is an incoming message on subspace for Dr. Brahms.
My husband.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. It's okay, Jordy. Maybe you'll find someone one day. I'm sure he will. I find it interesting that this episode comes after the last one titled First Contact, and we have First Contact with this new entity, and we end up killing it. Not only that, it was pregnant, and we delivered the baby, and all of a sudden we've become the baby's mother unintentionally. This episode did a lot. And then Geordi's situation. Now, I enjoyed Dr. Leah Brahms the first time we saw her. Obviously, it was the holodeck and the computer's reimagining of her. There was that margin of error saying that, she's not going to be 100%. And then come to find out she's married. Cool. Awesome. Good for you. The scene with him and Guinan, I very much enjoyed it. I love all of Guinan's scenes. But this one in particular, I like how she was able to get him to see things from the perspective of you've put your expectations on her and what you think she is, and who you think she is. What happened with the holodeck was the computer's interpretation. How she really is in real life can be completely different. And it was nice seeing the way they navigated everything. Now, obviously, we saw everything from Geordi's point of view in the episode where he created this program and he created her to help out with the crisis that they were in during that time. But at the same time, I understand her frustration because it's okay. I'm kind of a little all over the place, but let's do one thing at a time. I understand where she's coming from because I thought to myself, okay, if I met someone for the first time and I learned that they did all this research on me and then they created a holographic image of myself and I'm listening to all these things that are being said, yeah, I would think to myself, so what all did you have us do? I understood what she was saying. Now, where my brain also went to with this is that we saw what happened with Geordi, and we know Geordi's character. We know he's not like that. And it reminded me of the episode with Riker when he was on trial and you saw everybody's point of view and everyone's perspective. And you're just like, wait, Riker wouldn't do anything like that. So it made me think about that episode as well, where, us as the audience, we're just like, no, that's not what this is. But you have to look at it from someone else's perspective and how they viewed everything. So that's what I got from that particular moment in this episode. And I do like how they were able to work together to get the baby off the Enterprise. Because the idea of souring the milk, I never would have considered that. And there were some things in this episode we haven't had the chance to see yet. A C-section? The Enterprise did a C-section. I never thought I'd see that. So that was a little something different that I did enjoy about this episode. But fortunately, we got the baby back to the family. And all's good in the world. These two were fun. I liked both of these episodes quite a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching over here on YouTube. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so you guys know whenever I upload. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.